Hey there, it's Shannon Magic Myers. Today we'll be checking out how to export a file into Notability to create a new note, annotate that note while recording the screen, and then exporting the screen recording into iMovie, and then making some basic edits. Cool, cool? All right, so here we go. Fasten your seatbelts. First of all, we're going to make sure that if you haven't yet made sure that your iPad is set up for recording, I've made a video about that. I think I named it Preparing Your iPad for Recording. So first of all, we're going to start recording our screen. This button here will not be lit up if you have not prepared your iPad for screen recording. We have, so let's do it. I'm going to push and hold to make sure I'm on the app I like to use, which is TechSmith Capture. And I'm going to start my broadcast. And my microphone is on, as you can see. I've made a Word document that I saved as a PDF, and it's in my cloud right now. Going to my files, right? I'm going to select the files. I want to go to my Notability demo that I made. It was a Word document that I saved as a PDF. I'm going to select this file, which is a PDF currently. You can actually export Word documents as well. That's fine. I just like making them PDFs. I'm now going to select this key here, which is the Share button. And notice that Notability comes up. All these different things come up. All right. By the way, GoodNotes is another good annotation program, but I like Notability better. Cool, cool. So I'm going to go to this Done button here and exit out by clicking on the Home button. And my Notability is here. So I'll select Notability. And then I want to create a new note, and then I'll go ahead and click this one. I think I did it twice. So now I am in Notability, and I'm going to rename this as Notability Demo for Conference. I happen to be at a conference right now making a last-minute overall video. And I am on my notes. So I've been recording this screen all along. Normally if I'm doing a movie, I just go directly to this screen here. So we'll solve this integral together. Are you ready? So let's do it. I am going to solve this real quick, and I'm going to make mistakes so that we can edit it a little bit, all right? So here we go. This problem here requires a change of variables. So my u would equal to x squared, and then du dx, if I evaluate d dx of both sides, du dx will be beautiful, 2x, all right? And then if I go ahead and isolate du, I'll have 2x dx. Groovy? All right, so this is my scratch work here on here. So when I make a mistake, what I usually do is I erase what I didn't like, and I do kind of a scribble, a big scribble, so I can see it during editing. It won't help you to make note of the time that it happened, because you are your times change as you edit. One cool thing that Notability just added is that it will make shapes, which is awesome. So it'll make boxes. You could make a circle. And then if you preferred it to be an ellipse, I don't know if you can stretch it. I think you can just do perfect circles. And then you could do triangles. Let's see, we could do pentagon. Isn't that awesome? So anyway, side note there. So what I'll do is I will erase these. Cool. And then go back to what I was doing. But first, remember, what do we want to do? We want to do our scribble mark so that we can go back and edit it. Cool, cool? All right. So here we go. There's my use substitution. And so I'm going to say, all right, this is equal to the integral of x times e to the u. And then my du is 2x dx, right? So I already have a dx, but I need to have a 2, do I not? So, because I have my x and I have my dx. So I need a 2 there. So what I'll do is I'm going to multiply by 2 here to give me my 2x dx. And then I have to adapt that. Remember, we can multiply anything by 1 and not change the values. So I'll have my 1/2 there. And so now if we want to compare what's happening, my u substitution was my x squared, right? So that's from over here. And then my du was over here, and it was 2x dx. So I have 2 times x dx. Groovy? All right. So let's clean it up a little. This will give us 1/2 times. So now that I have my x dx, I'll have the integral of what? Beautiful. E to the u du. And then what? Very good. I can go ahead and integrate, right? So the beauty of e to the u is that it is its own antiderivative, right? So we get 1/2 e to the u plus our constant of integration, and that is equal to what? Beautiful. 1/2 e to the x squared plus c. And we're all done, right? A lot of times what people forget to do, a lot of times what people forget to do is they forget to back substitute what they've gotten into the final result. So let's go ahead and highlight what we did. And so this u was x squared, and cool, we're all done with that problem, right? So let's say I wanted to go and make a movie about this. I've made the screen recording, but so let's go and learn how to export our screen capture into iMovie. Ready? All right. So you just tap this button here. That's showing us we're recording. And so when we want to stop recording, we just stop. All right. Now I use Capture, and it notified me that I have a recording. So I'm going to go ahead and go into my TechSmith Capture. You can also just use your photos to record the screen, but I didn't like it as much. Okay. So I'm going to go to Capture, and then I have this new capture. So it'll start playing automatically, but what I want to do is I want to export this into iMovie, right? So you can hit Share, and then More, and then it gives us different selections, one of which is to copy to iMovie, all right? So I'm going to create a new movie, and now it's ready for editing. Groovy? All right, so here we go. I'm gonna do some edits for us. So we started off here and I had several false starts. So what we're going to do is this. We're going to go ahead and edit out the false starts, all right? We're ready to go. I'm going to X out of that so that I get my whole screen. Now, on the left side, so right now, this is just one big clip, okay? So here, and you have different views, okay? You can have a different zoom, and different menus come up depending on what's clicked, okay? All right, once a movie is selected, I've moved everything over to the right side so that we can do cuts. All right, and this line right here shows you how you can do your cuts, or where your cuts will take place. And so as we go on, so you can either play it.
Now, I have made a...
So you see, I don't want all of that business. And a lot of, like we talked about, I'll do signals to myself. So in this case, I did more hand waves because I'm now doing the video using my iPad, which is above here, to record. So this is an actual video of how I'm editing my screen capture now.
iPad, you can get... I'm going to go ahead and go to my cloud.
All right. Okay, so this looks like around the spot that, I'd like to make my cut. You need to make sure that there's yellow here around your clip, right? And then once your clip is highlighted yellow, then you can hit split, all right? And if you click here, right, you hit delete, the delete button. So it defaults to be highlighted to the right, all right? So you don't want to hit delete there because you delete your whole movie. So I'm going to the left here and I'm going to delete this one, all right? Here we go. It looks like, see if I made signals to myself. See how there's these long pauses, right? Well, I don't want a long pause. So now I'm going to get rid of that pause. So I highlight it again. I'm going to split and delete. Cool. And then come back over here. Oh, and it looks like, look what happened.
I'm going to go ahead and go to my cloud.
We're good there. So highlight and then split, delete. Cool. Highlight, split, delete. All right. So then
I'm going to go ahead and go to my cloud and find my file, which can get to those as well. So here.
And I also say a lot. So I try to get rid of all these ums.
So here.
And look at this long pause. So let me see what I did here.
Now that I have the file up, I will go to the share. share button here, and I have all these choices to share to.
So I know for sure there will be a cut here. So again, highlight, split. Now don't delete yet because we don't know where we want to do our deal. So
those as well.
Let me see what I said.
iCloud Drive recently deleted, and I think if you have any files that you save on your iPad, you can get to those as well.
Highlight, split, and then this time the correct thing that I want deleted is there, right? So
now that I have the file up, I will go to the share button here, and I have all these choices to share to. I want to go to Notability, and look, it says Sent to Notability. So now that I've done that, I can hit Done. I'm going to also hit Done up here because I don't need it anymore. Cool, cool? All right, so exiting out of my files, this is where I was. I don't need it anymore. Cool, cool?
Okay, so this is the part where I ended up going like way, too far. I thought I hadn't done the right file in the right way or something. So I'm going to go ahead and go past all this, and I end up going back. Let's see what I said.
Going to my files, right? I'm going to select the files. I want to go to my Notability.
All right, so here we go. I know that I don't need all this stuff. So I'm going to split this, delete this one, and then make sure
that I can hit Done. I'm going to...
So it looks like I did the whole thing again. So let's see what happened.
Also hit Done up here because I don't need it anymore. Cool, cool? Going to my files, right? I'm going...
So it looks like all of this we really didn't need. There is an undo button right here, just in case you mess up.
Going to my files, right? I'm going to select the files.
Unfortunately, my jewelry is
Notability demo that I
hitting
made.
against the iPad.
It's a Word document that I saved as a PDF. So I'm going to select this demo. I'm going to select this file.
Okay, see that? I just kind of like, whoops, let's undo that.
I'm going to select this file.
Okay, so here, I'm going to split again.
This demo. I'm going to select this file I made. It was a Word document that I saved as a PDF. So I'm going to... PDF.
All right, so now you have to be careful. I think I'm in the right spot, but it's always good to replay it.
So I'm going to...
All right, it looks like we're good. I'm going to send this one to the trash.
I'm going to select this file, which is a PDF currently. You can actually export...
All right, so I'm blah, blah, blah going on along here. You've heard that already. So another long pause, which I seem to be famous for.
Go ahead and click this one. I think I did it twice. All right. And so now I am in Notability, and I'm going to rename this as Notability Demo for Conference. I happen to be at a conference right now making a last minute overall video and I am on my notes. So,
and then you just go on like this until you have your finished result. Okay, now I'll show you how to do some other tricks, but most of the time people are just at the beginning just kind of cutting out mistakes. All right, and but here's a couple of things that one can do. A lot of times I like to have kind of a a standard intro, all right? So here, if I go right here, do you see where this plus sign is? I'm going to hit this plus sign and different things come up. This is media and audio, all right? So again, if I select iMovie media, I don't think it'll have what I want. Let's see. So if I go to all media, so we've been looking at video. Sometimes it's nice to use photos that you got, and I think I've got kind of a standard, although that one looks like it's cut off. See, selfies. Yeah, all these funny things. Let's just use, I don't know, this one right here. And so that's when we were hiking. It was fun. So here, what I can do is I can add that, and if I want, I can even add audio, right? And so there's different selections. Okay, you can do like a different kind of zoom. Do you see how that's going? It goes zoom, right? That's the Ken Burns enabled zoom. So let's go back out of here and look at audio, right? So here you can go to soundtracks, my music, sound effects. So I like to, let's see, you got to be careful about, you have to be very careful about, you have to be careful about, you always want to be careful about copywriting. iMovie comes with a bunch. So here we've got all these different ones. There's like applause, boing if you messed up, all these things. So let's take a look. There's some stuff that I like. Actually, I guess it was under soundtracks. So these soundtracks might come with, yes, theme music. If you have theme music here, there's more stuff that looks like they've come up with, but this theme music here, I like, there's different ones, you can do travel. Actually, that one's not bad. And here, look what happens. You get another menu, right? So if you do foreground, it's a pain to edit for some reason. So if you change this to where it's in the background, so I just clicked the background. Now it went to foreground, so I'm going to go to the background. Okay, and I'm going to quit out of here because I have my media. And then I want to resize this because I don't want it to go for my whole track. Right? So I'm going to go to the end. And resize it to my beginning track here. So now you've got this going on. That's awfully loud, right? So you can adjust the volume. So it's in underneath. When I click on audio, I got to highlight audio, and then there's actions. So volume, I clicked. Actions, you can split, you can send a background, you can duplicate it, all right? So that's how you can add some audio. Transitions here, You can have different lengths of transitions, and they give you some different ones you can do. So I had dissolve on there. You can have like a slide transition like that. You can have a fade and then come in here. It just depends what you want. When it says theme, there's different themes one can select. Okay, so if you go up here to settings, you can do a filter, where it's black and white or something like that. You can have different themes. So if you have different ones selected, we selected that travel music. It could be a travel theme. And this button here says that speed changes pitch. So sometimes I speed up my videos so that I can not bore people when they are watching math videos. So I'll speed it up, but usually I just play music in the background and then take my volume out. But if you wanted to, do an overlay, right, an audio overlay, then you could do so on there. Okay, so we've learned how to do some basic edits. So we're all right. We're in the settings. So let's see what this theme is. Look, it's got a special theme. It's going to have a little map. So anytime you put in a transition, you'll have the transition from the theme. Okay? So that's how you put in a transition. Let's see, what other tricks? You should also be able to, I'm going to the plus sign here, and I'm going to the audio main menu. And if you write your own music, you could use your music. And let's see, and just so you know, the full version of iMovie has more options too. So I usually edit on my Mac. But, oh, here we go. You can do a video overlay. So let's do that. So I'm looking at this button right here, the microphone, and it says it's ready to record. So you just hit record. And so you can do something like this. Hey, this is Shannon Math Chick Myers, and today we're going to be checking out how to make a screen recording using Notability as the annotation program and some basic edits in iMovie. So fasten your seatbelts. It might be a bumpy ride. Cool. So I have this recording. Notice that it's going into my other stuff. So what you can do, I'm going to accept this recording, but you can redo it if you didn't like it. You can just lengthen your picture, and so let's see what that looks like.
Hey, this is Shannon Math Chick Myers, and today we're going to be checking out how to make a screen recording using Notability as the annotation program.
All right, so there you go. Let's go ahead and stretch this travel one out too. And we can stretch the travel one past the transition and slightly in here. But we're going to want to adjust that volume. I don't know if you saw how loud it was. So we're going to make it real light. And then you can fade, right? So this means that it'll ease in and ease out, and it sounds more finished.
Hey, this is Shannon Math Chick Myers, and today we're going to be checking out how to make a screen recording using Notability as the annotation program and some basic edits in iMovie. So fasten your seatbelts. It might be a bumpy ride.
Cool. All right. So next up, what do we have? I usually do a video at the end. You can do a title on here. Whatever you want as your title. So once your video clip is highlighted, it's got, actions, which we've been doing quite a bit. But what we want to do here is titles. Okay, so all kinds of stuff that you can choose from. This looks sort of travel-y, right? So let's do that. Once you've got this highlighted, then you just do your own words. So we can say recording your screen and editing the clip in iMovie. Right? Kind of a long one, but kind of a lot going on. Groovy? All right, so now you've got this title screen.
Hey, this is Shannon Mathchick Myers, and today we're going to be checking out how to make a screen recording using Notability as the annotation program and some basic edits in iMovie. So, fasten your...
All right, so it's a little oddball, right? Because we might want to now edit the clip. And so here, do you see how it can be opening, middle, closing? And so it can also have a different location. Nope, sorry. So if I say opening, that's better, huh? Yep. So let's do that. Opening. And then you'll still see my whole picture.
Hey, this is Shannon Mathchick Myers, and today we're going to be checking out how to make a screen recording using Notability.
All right, so there we go. Lots of different ways you can edit. All right, some other features. Some basics. I'll check settings. You could also add a recording into your recording or a photo if you'd like by clicking on that photo button. And really, most of this you can find out by exploring, just really exploring you're exploring, iMovie and seeing what happens. So I think you'll be good to go. All right, I'll see you in a few minutes. Bye.